of persisting stereotypes, either blatant stereotype like sexualization, like the commercialization, like focus on the body or the appearance of women in politics instead of their own political position or their own capacity. That is a global issue. That's something that we've known for a long time, so certainly there is no novelty in this. But it's interesting to see how young people from the class, they react to discovering that maybe something they never really paid attention to is there, it's just in front of them, and they are now better equipped to address.
We want decision makers in media to change the way they report news or disseminate information.
On the first year, students were really involved in searching for evidence of these unbalances and the stereotypes. And by doing this search across Europe and beyond Europe, they managed to collect a number of very interesting examples, mainly of bad practices or not so positive practices, also some of the good practices. So the students contributed collecting evidence, collecting examples of what to do and not what to do. They contributed also to collect some literature from the different regions of the world addressing these very issues. So one of the interesting contributions that we're making to the project is that we have created a database of available literature, meaning scholarly journals, articles, books, and contributions that speak about this diversity in representation of women and men across the world region in the different languages. So we hope that this collection is also going to be a resource that speaks to very different audiences and not just the English speaking world. But then the main activity that students have done was to develop some projects, some of them very visual, some of them very creative. We're talking about posters, presentations, some videos that have been made, some maps, interactive maps online that have been created, all based on their own understanding and reflection on the issues that we were discussing.
One of the assignments at the end of the course, it was the same for last year, students are expected to develop individual portfolios. This might be like an essay, or they can produce a video, or they can create a Padlet, or they can use their creativity to reflect on their own journey throughout the course, the activities that they've been actively engaged in, the reflections that they had throughout the course.
What we read in students' comments and feedback through their portfolio and revision of the story that we have gone through, this experience is that in some cases they learned how to approach things. In some cases they realized how important it is to focus on politics and the ways in which politics is organized. And I would say that most of them, they are probably not going to become journalists, but they will be communication professionals, and they will certainly bring some of this awareness and knowledge into their profession, which for us is very rewarding, because this was one of the goals of the Rewriting the Story project, to train a new generation of journalists and communication professionals to do their work in a much more gender-sensitive manner.